Today we're going to interview Christian Rocha, the founder and CEO of Charmtone. Want to grab some coffee?
Let's grab some coffee. We were like, wait, and we went, boop.
Christian, what is Charm? What does Charm do?
Oh man, what isn't Charm is what I like to say. So Charm started out as a just us building stuff in the terminal to see what worked. We really liked the terminal because no one was paying attention to it. We used it to build AI coding agents, basically.
I know Charm has a bunch of libraries, but what was the first one?
The first thing was a markdown renderer, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ahead of its time.
What does it make a good GitHub repo? Like what is the secret?
Empathy.
Empathy.
And empathy and common sense, really. But you know, it does this feel good to use, it's intuitive. What does the user need to get going? And like, you know, what can engage them? And you know, branding's a really big part of that too.
Like most people, when they think about open source, they think about like, okay, I'm gonna code this thing for an entire week. I will push to GitHub. And that's it, right? But you guys, you have a different name for each open source library that you ship. There's always like a different illustration. Like there's always something special about it.
Because they're products.
Yeah, right?
When you finish writing code, you're tired. You don't want to have to market it too.
Yeah, right?
And so it's just kind of doing that. I mean, a lot of open source developers do that, but it's, you know, it's a lot of other stuff to do on top of actually writing code. I'm also a big nerd, so making stuff for the terminal was like something I always wanted to do anyway.
Do you think anything changed in terms of, okay, you were building for developers, so you were thinking about the whole developer experience. How does that change with agents now?
It's just making sure everything is accessible for agents and it's structured in a way where they can parse it really fast. I mean, we're still figuring it out too. You know, sometimes it's like, maybe we should bake a skill into this and make it so the agent can find it. It really depends on the situation, but it's really, really interesting trying to like figure out what agents want.
Yeah, what are some of the things you've learned in terms of how people use their products to build their own CLIs for this new era? I remember for Recent, when we started, it was like, okay, we need an interactive mode. But if we just have that, then we're thinking humans only. It cannot be just that. Like we need everything, all the flags to be accessible by an agent too. Like, can you tell me like some of the things you've learned in terms of building a great CLI for agents to use?
In terms of like libraries and things like that, primitives are important, but like things like components are a lot less important because agents can just like make their own pretty quick. So you need fewer and fewer building blocks because they're just so cheap to generate now. Video is complicated, and FFmpeg is one of the most complicated, powerful CLIs in the universe that supports the entire internet.
Yeah, that's true.
And agents are really good at it. And like I would never, and it used to take me so long to go in there and like figure out the perfect settings. And agents are just really good at figuring them out now. So I don't know what matters anymore in terms of CLIs. We try to approach projects like video games, and we use that to inform our decisions a lot.
Okay, tell me more about that. I'm super curious.
Video games are really good at talking to users, on making user interactions fun. Sort of a joy and carefreeness to sort of video games that I think, you know, consumer products could really benefit from.
Totally. And I'm super curious to learn more about your setup. Can you show us a little bit more about how you work and everything?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's open up Rio, shall we?
Oh yeah, please. So that's the terminal you've been using the most? This and Kitty, right?
This and Kitty.
Okay.
And Ghosty, but Kitty mostly.
That's awesome. Okay, so what is this? Tell me how to use Recent. I'm super curious.
Oh, Recent. These are all our transactional emails. So, for example, payment confirmed. We store all our transactional emails in Recent. We design them in Recent because the UI is just outstanding. And I know in my heart deeply that getting emails to render correctly is a very dark art. Very, very dark. And we don't need that in our life. Let's go here. We design all our emails using the actual UI, and then our backend hits the resend API, converts the template format to Go templates, which we're using under the hood, and then sucks them in.
Oh, interesting.
And it rocks. Rocks that we can just like pull it in from the resend API.
So use templates and then they get convert it in Go and then you send using your Go backend. What about broadcast? Do you use that as well?
Yes, we do use broadcasts.
Okay.
In fact, I have a good story. We had our list in other email provider, like mass email provider, and we needed to send a product update. I thought about logging into it and then going to find the place where we make the templates that we do by hand, and it was the whole thing was so painful that it was more pleasant to export the entire list, suck it into resend, make a whole new broadcast there, bang it out and go. And it was actually really pleasant and fun.
Nice. Can you show me just one of those broadcasts? I'm curious to see how they look like.
Let's check them out. Let's see what we've got in the broadcast section. When we launched Crush, this Crush is our HTML terminal coding agent. There's a lot of things going on here. We got really, really high engagement on it.
Nice.
Here's another one we did for Fantasy, or what you might call Agent SDK. Pretty standard format.
Nice. So you send them like whenever you have a big announcement, something that you're launching, then you use that as a way.
We do.
Cool.
We do. And it's the best.
And how do you keep your audience up to date as people are signing up and like interacting with the Charm brand in different ways? How do you collect those email addresses?
We have a form on the website that now points to resend. Here it is. Let's check it out. There it is.
Nice.
Voila.
Oh, okay.
Tail the logs.
Oh, beautiful. That's a great call to action, by the way.
Thank
Love
you.
it. What can you tell me about like how you built this whole experience, like how you were thinking about?
The tone for the copy is something between. Do you remember the villain in Kill Bill?
So
Something along those lines, and like a cowboy in the South, but like not so over the top.
Okay.
It's the way I talk to my brother, actually, if that makes sense.
I love that. Yeah, that's super cool.
We have a design system here called Charmtone. And Charmtone has a CLI and a skill. Voila.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is our, we have a color palette we work with, which really, really helps make decisions quicker. In fact, I can show you the actual design system palette over here.
I will totally steal this. Just know that.
Okay, yeah.
And for Reset.
Dude, please do it.
For Dracula.
Dude, do it, man, right? It's actually really cool because you can be like Charmtone CSS, and it'll be like, boop. You know what I mean?
Goodness.
Charmtone SCSS.
Oh, I'll definitely steal this like tonight.
Pretty good, right?
Steal this, yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and install Pop. Pop. Okay, so Pop.
Yes, please tell me, what is Pop? What is it so special? And yeah, I want to hear more.
Pop is a resend first CLI made with Charm tooling. So you can send email to your friends over the terminal. It's from me
Okay.
to you. Voila.
Nice. That's awesome.
Cool. It's also great with agents
Yeah, well, why is that?
because it's a CLI. It also has a CLI. I mean, the reason we picked resend was because it took no effort to integrate.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Email on your terminal. I
Yeah.
love that.
Pre-AI.
Yeah.
We also really like the little sound when you save.
Yeah, right?
You know what I'm talking about? It's so good. Here we go. It's so good.
Well, Christian, thank you so much. This was super helpful. I love learning more about Charm, learning more about how you use Resend.
Thanks for coming by. Come back soon.
For sure. Thank you.